The reason why we're here today, again, is to confront this history, and this history is not tied to just riots. The riot term is actually a term that was used over 100 years ago that was actually a reflection of violence that was directed towards black people. It was directed to constrain the way blacks moved socially and where they lived. And that we understand that the trauma that many of our residents were facing were not only tied to interpersonal trauma, but also tied to structural trauma. And it was one of the work groups that was focused on education equity, the Greater Bronzeville Community Action Council, thanks to Alicia Bunton, brought in a historian who talked about how he was motivated by how Germany was confronting a difficult past, and how in the United States, we tend to operate where omission leads to healing, and we know that that's not true. Professor Peter Cole was motivated by walking down the street and would see a brass marker that in German is Stolpersteiner, which means stumbling stone, and it was the last known resident of a victim of the Holocaust. And immediately, for me as a Southsider, someone that went to elementary school in Bronzeville, someone who's currently working in Bronzeville, I knew about the strengths of the community. I knew about when I walked around 40th Street, I would see beautiful murals that used to be on the old CTA branch line that went to Kenwood and also went to the stockyards. And I would see some of our histories on the murals, so I understood the importance of public art and how public art engaged individuals, especially individuals that might not be looking to be engaged. But the actual force, this organizing strength, actually came from organic oneness and CIDA. Give it up for CIDA, give it up for Elizabeth, Selene.
To both uplift, commemorate, educate yourselves about this history. It will make us a stronger and better Chicago.
You have to reclaim the present. We want to have conversations about the past, but we want to talk about how they impact us today. And then ultimately we have to look forward. We want to reimagine the future. What do we want our world, our community, our city to look like?